Friends, welcome to today's session. In this session, we are going to continue our discussion on how to stop worrying and start living. Today, we will discuss 5 very simple yet very powerful points which will help us to break free from our worry habit, and they will help us to live a much more comfortable, tension free, and a healthier life. The first point in this list is keep busy. You should keep yourself busy. It is even more important during the time of pandemic right now, when most of the times we are stuck at home. So keep busy, focus on your goals, work towards the achievement of your goals, learn new things, learn new skills, read books. You can exercise at home, you can pursue some hobby, you can do some charity work, do whatever possible, whatever helps you in your growth, but keep yourself busy so that you don't have time to focus again and again on the same worry that is bothering you from such a long time. Second point here is, the author says, don't let the beetles get you down. Beetles are very small insects which can be crushed between the two fingers. Now author here he gives an example of a huge tree that was standing tall for more than 400 years. During these 400 years, it was struck by lightning 14 times, there were avalanches, there were storms, but nothing could bring it down. Finally, it was attacked by a group of beetles and they leveled it to the ground. So the point that author wants to make here is that at times we are so strong to endure even the biggest and the toughest challenges of life, but we get down, we are brought down, or we get too much bothered, we start worrying too much over a very small issue, something very minor which is not at all valuable. Here he has given the examples of few people whose relationships ended, whose partnerships ended just because of something as small as on deciding the price of something that they wanted to buy. In many cases, they ended up in the courts. So is it really worth that? Just on that something very small, very minute, which is not at all valuable, you spoil a relationship, you spoil your health, you end up in the courts, you waste your valuable time and money. Here he has given an example. When he was invited, he and his wife, they were invited on dinner to his friend's home. Now there what they noticed is, while carving out the meat, his friend, he couldn't do it properly, and in front of the guests he said that his wife, she started screaming at him, she started shouting at him, and she was started blaming him that he is good for nothing, he cannot do anything. So here what author says is that I would prefer to eat something very simple, but I want peace. And he said I would give a credit to that person who had been living with such a woman for past 20 to 25 years. Now what he says here is that you should look at the broader picture. If the other person is good with you most of the times, then you should give the credit to that person even if he or she goes wrong somewhere. Don't take that issue, don't create an issue on it that so that it goes to such a limit where it ends up the relationship, or it costs you so dearly that you end up spending your time, your money, and you get so much tensed on something very small, which I would say that it is almost so useless to fight over. So these are the two things. Coming on to the third point. Third thing is the law of averages. Some people, they worry too much. Even if they are going out on a trip, they will keep on thinking, what will happen if my vehicle meets with an accident? What will happen if I catch some infectious disease? Even today, if you see during this coronavirus, if somebody has cough or cold, or if somebody has a fever, we start thinking and we start worrying so badly, or that as if we have been actually infected by corona. So in such a case, we should ask ourselves that on an average, out of let us say 100 or 1000 or 10,000 people, with how many people does such a thing happens? Now if any incident happens with one person out of 10,000 people, then is it wise for us to worry on it? Not at all. We should not think negative. We should take law of averages into consideration and ask ourselves that what is the possibility that such an event on which I am so much worried can happen with me, or is it wise that I should worry so much on this? So this is the third point, that is the law of averages. The fourth point is, it is very simple yet very important, and I would say it is very difficult also. It says cooperate with the inevitable. Inevitable means something that has to happen, or something that has happened and that cannot be changed. Yesterday I have uploaded a video. It is titled "We Are Stronger Than We Think." In that I have explained this point in detail with an example in which a person named Booth Tarkington, he goes blind, and then he had to undergo 10 to 12 surgeries in an year, and getting blind was his biggest fear. But when that thing happens, so gracefully he takes it, he accepts it, he fights with it, and he reduces the worry, and he reduces that such a difficult situation to in such a way that it seems something very normal. So here the author says that there are few things that can be changed. We should fight till the end to save the situation and to get the best results. But when our common sense tells us that it is inevitable, it cannot be changed, and whatever you do, it will never change, then it is not at all advisable to keep on worrying on the same situation, and accepting that situation wholeheartedly is the best way out. So in that way, we will save our health, we will save our time, we will not end up in a hell that we will create for ourselves with continuous worry. The fifth and the last point here is, put a stop loss order on your worries. It is very simple yet very important. The author says you should put a stop loss order. And what it means is, how much time of your life are you willing to waste on a particular issue or a person or a relationship or anything? Now when you are worrying about a relationship, you are worrying about a person, you are worrying about a thing, you are worrying about a situation, you are losing your valuable time. Secondly, you are suffering because of it. Now how much you want to suffer, how much valuable time of your life do you want to lose for that one person, for that relationship, for that thing, or for that particular situation? You should decide that. And you should ask yourself, have I actually paid too much cost for this particular thing? Is it really that valuable that I am paying so much of cost in terms of the part of my life, in terms of the worry, in terms of the pain that I am going through, in terms of the time that I am wasting on this particular thing? So you should decide on that, put a stop loss order that after wasting so much of time, or after putting up efforts for this much of time, and after suffering for these many months or these many days, or let us say these many years, finally I will put a stop loss order that enough is enough. Now I have done enough, I have paid too much of cost, I have suffered a lot. Even now, after putting up so many sincere efforts, if it is not working, let it go. Leave it. So you should put a stop loss order on your worries. Don't go on suffering. Like this, you will create a hell for your